Familia, and welcome to your March Chisme. And this Chisme is in particularly for my familia born in the month of November. So, comadre, compadre, comextre. If you were born in the month of November, this Chisme is for you. And if not, that's cool. The other months are up. Go check it out. You're also more than welcome to say there might be something here for you. You never know. All right. So, yeah, let's just dive in. Let's see. This is all about setting the intentions for this month. Let's see what spirit is encouraging you to set the intentions for. What's going on? So, I do see a lot of energy towards financial security, long-term security. You've been really tunnel vision yourself. Like you have goals, you have things you want to accomplish. Um, because like why not, right? Um, and the great thing is that there's been this like completion that's been happening. There's been a lot of you. Uh, it's funny. I keep saying this in a lot of my other readings, so it's so interesting how the collective as a whole we're all shifting. But I really do see this like closing chapters. Like there's things in your life where you're just like, it's not serving me anymore. So why am I still doing that? This relationship, this person, this thing, yeah, I see that. Especially because a lot of you have been for so long have been in survival mode, have been in this mode of flight or flight, your trauma responses. Um, but there's four trauma responses. And so it's not always flight or flight. There's also freezing and fawning. So if you feel like you've lived your life in one of these four trauma responses, you're starting to really realize, no, I don't want to live like this anymore. This is not what I want. And so good for you. Good for you. So let's see what does spirit want you to work on, or what's your intention for this month that you should be putting your energy towards? What is the intention for my familia born in the month of November? What is the intention? What is the intention? Okay, we got the Seven of Swords with the Page of Cups underneath the deck. So one of the intentions that Spirit really wants you to do this month is have more be intentional of taking more time away from the situations that stress you out, or situations that no longer serve you. Like if you are not at a place to just really to cut them out or cut them off, like I really see that this is the time, or the intention this month is make time for you. Like prioritize your well-being, prioritize your mental health, because I'm really seeing this a lot more towards the mental health part of it more than any of the others, because you are or have been mentally drained. Like there's just been a lot of stuff in your head that you've been trying to just, it feels overwhelming. Like it really does. And you've been wanting to find clarity. So this is the month where spirit isn't it's telling you, set the intention for clarity. Set the intention of being able to escape, get out, take a break. Like I'm also hearing set the intention of slowing down, because you've been on a like, okay, you've been going so fast and everything is happening and you're just like, oh my god, it's like I really do feel like this adrenaline rush. But this month is the month where it's going to get like you're going to hit a plateau. And so I don't know if you're going to feel discouraged, or if you're going to feel like, well, mm, what happened? Was I not? And again, you'll get into your own head. What am I doing wrong? Am I a failure? Like all of these negative things that you tell yourself. Spirit really wants you to start already setting the intention of you're going to take care of yourself this month. Like you're already going to beat that before it happens. because the Page of Cups underneath that deck is all about the home of expression. You are learning. You are learning to express yourself. You are learning to set boundaries. You are learning to put yourself first. And you're learning to use your words and use your body language and use anything that any of the tools you've been picking up for the last your whole life. Um and spirit really is saying like keep using those tools and take care of yourself. It's okay to unplug. It's okay to have a moment to yourself where you escape from everything and everyone and just being like, I'm not going to worry about this today. I'll worry about it tomorrow, just not today. I just can't do this today. I can't today, is what I'm hearing. Not today. Not today. And so I really do see like this is the intention that spirit really wants you to take is just be able to tap out and say, I'll be back, just not today. Not this hour. Sometimes you got to take life at 1 hour at a time. Sometimes you got to take it one breath at a time. I know I've heard that so many times. Just one breath at a time. It's true. Just one breath at a time. Breathe it out. You got this because you're learning. You're learning. You're being studious. You're putting all of this. You're applying all of this, and it's going to take time. So if that's your intention of again being more intentional of seeking clarity, more intentional of escaping, literally like daydreaming, getting out, just get out of the chaos. I know, always a lot easier said than done. So let's ask spirit about tools, tools that you have, tools that you can lean on, tools that you can learn to really help you with this. Because again, I know a lot easier said than done. So what tools do you have that you can lean on? What are the tools? What's going on? We got the Wheel of Fortune with the Ten of Pentacles underneath the deck. I love this because what one of the tools that Spirit really is like really empathizing and not empathizing, emphasizing to for you to really lean on is trust the process, surrender. Surrender as many times as you have to. Hand it over. Give it to God. Like spirituality is so divine and so beautiful because when you really look at trusting and having and deepening your relationship with a higher power, with source, with spirit, it doesn't matter. Everyone's different. Everyone has a different belief system. And this is about you trusting your belief system. What works for you? And trusting it that it works for you. And if it doesn't work for you, then that's an invitation of learn more, deepen that spirituality, deepen that relationship with God. If you do not have a relationship with God, it gets a lot harder. I'm not going to say it's impossible because it's not. It's possible to do things and get things done without higher power. I mean, I was atheist for the longest time in my life. Like I truly did not believe in a higher power. I truly did not believe in God. I truly did not believe in any of this. And and I was okay with that because life was semi good. Life was happening. Like I was able to get things done but when I realized, oh wait, I could like really tap into this power source, like it's real, like I can do this and it's inside of me. And then that's when everything you'll start to see everything turning and it's wheel of fortune. Trust the process. Know that you are divinely being guided and that you are the divine connection to source. God's inside of you. Tap into that more. Trust the process. Trust the journey, divine timing. Everything, 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 everything. Especially because the 10 of Pentacles is really talking about that's where you find your confidence. That's where you're going to find your security. That's where you're going to find that fact that you get to walk this tightrope with confidence, knowing that you're not going to fall. And if you do fall, God's going to catch you. If you do fall, it's because you were meant to fall. It was because you needed to learn something and grow from that. Life happens for you, not to you. And the more you start to believe that and the more you start to see that, your wheels are turning. Life is happening for you. You got to start seeing that. And so sometimes the best way to escape from all the problems is being able to take a step back and taking a look at, wow, God, you have been making it happen for me. You're right. I get to take a break. Why am I stressing out over this? It's not going to, is your stress going to change it? Is your worriness going to make it any better? Is you staying up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning because you didn't sleep because you were so stressed out because you needed to figure out all these things? Is any of that making it better? It's not. But so hand it over. Hand over your worries, hand over your stress to God and say, okay, I'm just got to trust the process. It's going to happen one way or another. Every rejection's for your protection. Every redirection is for your protection. You got to see that. So, really set the intention this month of being able to just detach, unplug, detach with love is really what I'm also hearing. Because the whole process, it's all about you. All right. So now this is my invitation where I invite you to take a look at the timestamp. Make sure you save this because this is your chisme. This is your monthly chisme. This is your message from spirit any time of the month that you need to hear it. You might need to hear it right now. You'll need to hear it tomorrow, another day. Any moment you are feeling sad and depressed and feeling lost or whatever emotions coming up and you like, I need to hear that message again. This is your message. So let's see. What is the chisme for my familia born in the month of November? What is the chisme? We got the Two of Pentacles with suspension underneath the deck. Sometimes when you're not seeing the solution to your problem, when you're not seeing anything getting any better and you're just like, why is this not getting any better? I want you to be able to take a step back and look at it in a different perspective. Sometimes it means you actually talking to someone who has zero attachment to that situation and is going to tell you the truth. And you have these people in your life. You know who I'm talking about. And if you don't, find these people who are going to call you out on your own shit and who are going to give you a different perspective and be open to that perspective. Because when we get so caught up with it has to be black and white, it has to be one way or another. No, it doesn't. It's all about shades, it's all about different colors. Like this world is such a beautiful, colorful world. It's not black and white. Not everything is as simple as yes and no. It's there's multiple things there. And so sometimes you need to take a step back and take a look at it in a different perspective. Maybe it is black and white, and maybe it's a little shade of gray there. And like, oh, what's that shade of gray? What's that about? Because the Two of Pentacles is all about that intersection. It's when you get to a place in your life where you feel like you have to make a choice and you have to make decisions and you have to feel like you have to have the answers to it's all about following that balance of what it is that you truly want and what it is that is really aligned with you. Does that make sense? Like I'm hoping that you're following me with this because the Two of Pentacles is spirit telling you you have to balance between working hard and playing hard. You have to balance between doing the things you love and sometimes doing the things that you don't love. But don't get stuck in that. Like there is this balance of being able to do the things you love and enjoying that while also doing the things you don't love and finding ways to enjoy that, because that's what life is. Your life is not is I mean, I could be wrong, but I doubt it. But take a look and moment, like, is your life everything that you wanted and dreamed of and hoped for? No, it's not. And that's okay. Because if you get caught up of looking at, this is not the life I wanted, this is not, like, no, take a moment and look at, but there are things that I love. There are things that I appreciate. There are things that bring me life. Enjoy those moments more. And the more you focus on that, the more you'll start to see the abundance and everything around you. Because the Seven of Swords, like what started off earlier, it's, you have to give yourself grace. You have to give yourself a break. You have to be able to step out and say, I need to take care of me first. And sometimes taking care of others can get really messy because we are thinking we're taking care of ourselves by taking care of others, but we're not. We can. I help others by creating this content video. This is how I help others. And that's it. That's my drawing line. I'm not gonna go and find every single person to watch my videos and be like, you need to watch this. Like, that's draining. That is draining on my part. I did my part. You gotta do the rest. That's the same thing you need to start seeing with the people around you, your situations. I did my part. The rest, I got to hand it over and God's going to take care of it. I just got to trust that the wheels are turning for you. Trust that the world is conspiring for you. Trust that all of this is happening for you. Life happens for you, not to you. In the months in the middle of all of that, enjoy your life. Live it as much as you can. Live it to the fullest in balance, because I also don't want you to go to one extreme, but really being able to find that intersection, that duality. Tap into both your yin and your yang, your feminine and your masculine. It's all about both energies. That's what the Two of Pentacles is all about. Those two energies. Learn to work with them. Be that divine feminine and be that divine masculine. You can do it. This has nothing to do with your gender, your sex. This is all about the energy, the duality in all of us. And spirit really is saying, you have it. Tap into it. Maybe take a step back, look at it in a different perspective, dig in deep, because you can do it. Oh, this is so good. This month is going to be a good one. You got to set those intentions for yourself, though, okay? All right. I am sending you all so much fire and butterflies. And as always, don't forget, love your now. Bye.